All right, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another trade recap. We made about $300 today. The TradeSync P&L is glitched. For some reason, it's only showing the P&L of just one. I don't know why it does that sometimes, even though it did copy the trades over. It's just showing one, so that's why it's not on the screen right now. But with that being said, we're going to get right into the trade recap. So on the higher time frame today, I was actually leaning bullish despite taking a short today. So the reason for that is because we are still respecting this 1 hour bullish for value gap, and we had buy side above right here. Now, I was a little bit more hesitant because we did dump like 500 points overnight. So now this is where things might have gotten confusing this morning. On the 15-minute time frame, we're respecting this bullish 15-minute gap, and we're respecting this bullish 15-minute gap right here. So that's why I was leaning a little bit more bullish, and I wanted to see manipulation and good displacement off market open to target this buy side draw and liquidity. But what ended up happening was we got that manipulation right here, but then we wicked up, still respecting this bearish 5-minute gap as well. So I just wanted to wait a little bit to see what was going to happen. The reason why I didn't take this long right here was because this was literally 1 or 2 minutes into market open. This wasn't really enough of a displacement candle right here because of how much we wicked, and because of how crazy the stop loss would have been. And if I put my stop loss right here, I just wouldn't have been confident in it because how volatile market open can be. And I wasn't 100% confident in this displacement. So I just waited a couple minutes until I saw this displacement candle. Now, why would we manipulate sell side right here like this, and then chop our way up without getting really strong displacement off of here, and then completely reverse and continue to respect this bearish 5-minute gap and get displacement like this if we were going to continue higher and take this buy side draw on liquidity? So this trade was a little bit more discretionary because the market really wasn't looking like this in either direction, right? We weren't really seeing a nice trend towards our sell side draw. This trade idea was based off the fact that, look, we continue to respect this 5-minute gap. We have low resistance liquidity sell side as well. All these stacked lows right here on our way down to this London low. And this displacement is just so obvious. So this trade was mainly based around this displacement candle. It's just such a strong confluence, and it's why it's my entry model, because when you have displacement like this, still respecting a 5-minute gap towards an obvious draw on liquidity, just such a good confluence to know that we're heading in that direction. So what ended up happening was we sold off. I moved my stop loss to break even once we took this internal low. Yeah, it was on the 15-minute. We took these lows. Moved my stop loss to break even because we displaced really nicely here. And we basically, it was right here actually. So I moved my stop loss to break even, I think, once we took this internal low. And then look at this candle right here. We literally came up and almost stopped me out at break even right here. It was like 2 points away, and then we basically flushed down. Now I did sell at about 1-to-1, didn't hold it all the way to the draw, but it hit this so nicely. I mean, again, we almost came up and hit break even, but this came all the way down and delivered right to that last sell side draw. This was a nice trade. Again, might not have been the most obvious. It's just one of those things that take a lot of screen time, so don't feel bad if you missed out on this trade. But again, this was mainly based off of the fact that if we look at the 5-minute and we just see how well we respected this 5-minute gap while having low resistance liquidity, while having London low, and then this displacement candle told me everything I needed to see. Actually, one thing I'm going to note is that if we got this displacement candle right off market open, let's say this was the 930 candle, and we were inside this 5-minute gap, if we displaced down, I would not have taken this trade. And the reason for that is I don't like taking that opening breakout displacement candle because it's very common that we manipulate and then we end up reversing towards the opposite draw. The reason why I was comfortable with taking this trade was because this is the manipulation right here. And then we ended up getting this retrace coming up here and then displacement in the opposite direction. So for example, if this candle right here, this large wick closed down here, I would never take that trade, again, because I don't like taking that opening displacement candle. It's because we waited a few minutes after this, then got displacement again in that direction. So that's a very important thing to keep in mind. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. If you guys have any ideas for videos or any questions that you want me to answer, just comment them down below. If you guys want to join my free Discord, the link is in the description below. I post my trade recaps every single morning. As well, you can get my displacement model checklist and free trading journal that's in there too. So there's lots of good resources to help you out. Again, you can get that in the link in the description below. So with that being said, we'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow.